Go ahead and send those likes up. I appreciate it. I'm also live over on the YouTubes, both the YouTubes, as a matter of fact. Let me go ahead and check right now, make sure that the audio is finally working. And the audio is finally working. So I knew what I was doing wrong. I finally figured out what I was doing wrong. So we good now. We are good now. So I finally figured out what I was doing wrong. So we should be good now. Let me go ahead and tag the people that I needed to tag. I'm gonna tag all the folks that I needed to tag, and we could start talking about this. Tag all the people I need to tag, and we could go ahead and start talking. Y'all, shout out to Black Atheist Rants. Follow Black Atheist Rants. Follow Jeff. Those guys are wonderful creators. Y'all make sure to follow people like Thinker, people like Quan. Quan is awesome. People like Carmen Sean, she's awesome, or they're awesome. I'm not sure of their pronouns. Genderless Fun, follow Genderless. They're awesome as well. You know what I mean? Go ahead and follow all of them. Interact with all of them. These are all amazing, knowledgeable Black atheists. Over on Facebook, there is a Facebook group. All right, there is a Facebook group for Black atheists as well. Join the Black Atheist Facebook group. That'll be shared in the Discord. There's a Discord link in my bio for more comments. For more details about the B.A.A.S.H cookout. All right. So it's going down, like I said, next year in Florida, 2026. If you are a Black atheist, humanist, or skeptic, you are of course invited. This is for us, for our community, because we typically don't have that. You know what I mean? And we need to have that. We typically don't have that, and we need to have that. I need to go ahead and share this again. I just excuse me for a second, y'all, while I go ahead and share this. And my sound is now working. Hey, Beast Blood, how's it going, Beast Blood? Beast Blood, are you a Black atheist, skeptic, humanist? If you are any one of those categories, you are definitely also invited to the cookout, brother or sister. Give me a second, y'all, while I share this to the subreddit. You are. Hey, follow me. Appreciate the follow. Check the link in my bio for that Discord. We are going ahead and doing this cookout. All right. So go ahead and follow the link in the Discord, and we'll definitely talk more about it. You on Reddit too? All right. On Reddit, go to r/ask Black Atheists. r/ask Black Atheists. That's the subreddit. And for the Discord is Ask Black Atheist. And I have a whole bunch of events and gatherings channels on there. 2026, we are doing the Black Atheists, Skeptics, and Humanists Cookout for June 2026. In 2027, I want to have one for the West Coast, one for the East Coast for the up north people, and then one for down south. And then hopefully as well, we can do a major one, big one, a B.A.A.S.H convention. If we are able to do that in 2027, that would be amazing. All right. Shout out to the folks who are watching me over either on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you're watching me at. I appreciate you. Blood, you're also a Redditor? Amazing. All right. So go ahead and find r/as Black Atheist, and you'll see the Reddit as well. Let me go ahead and share this to the Instagram. Let them know that I'm live. Cool. Appreciate that, Beast Blood. And definitely join the Discord, all right? All right. So what up, Chris King? I see you join. What up, Chris King? How's it going? All right, I just gotta go ahead and share this over on the Facebook group. So that is the homie Black Atheist Rants. Let me go ahead and bring them up real quick. What up, Black? What up, Bar? How's it going, bro? What's going on, my boy?
What's up, family?
Chilling,
man.
man.
Good to see you on here. It's good to see you on here, bro.
Yeah. I'm keep going. I'm gonna keep going live. You know what I mean? And I gotta get back into the algorithm because I was doing pretty good in the algorithm until the tragedy happened with me and me and wifey. So I had to take my break. But like I'm going back on it, and I'm definitely gonna build this page back up. You know what I mean? And this right here, the Black Atheist Skeptics, is something that's needed, man. Something that's needed. We need an in real life community. You feel me?
I'm with you. I'm 100%. It takes one. It just take one. And you pushing the button on it, and we got to get behind that shit and get with it. I'm with you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with you 100%. So I gotta get in the Discord. I gotta get on the Facebook. I gotta do all that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm not in the Discord and I'm not on the Facebook page. So I'm gonna do all that today.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like
I got to send you that link. There is a YouTube. I said YouTube. There is a Facebook for the Black Atheist Facebook group, and definitely the Discord, Ask Black Atheist Discord. Join both of those. You know what I mean? And we'll definitely get some more talking about it. I'm hoping that I can connect again with Durante Lamar. If I get Durante Lamar out there, then that'll be amazing. And just like how you asked, this logo here, I am gonna put this on shirts. I have a black one, this black one, and I have this in white as well. So because it gets hot down here in Florida. So in the South period, it gets hot. So I gotta have a white one. So we won't be burning up out there. You feel me?
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. But that logo is hard. That logo is tough, bro. Like, damn, I need that on a shirt right now. Man, look, man, I'm trying. Listen, I need to get you. I want to follow in your footsteps. I want to try to. I reached out to some people, but seeing what you trying to do is really like motivated me to like actually push the button. I'm trying to get like all the black. I don't want to say young, but maybe the younger crowd. I'm trying to get all the Black atheists on like a panel together. I think that'd be dope. Like on the YouTube channel, like all of us get on and chop it up, and I do like interviews, asking questions and stuff. Just like, what I'm saying? It's like that's two separate things. Though I'm saying I want to do like all of us get on together. That's one, and then like where I kind of have people on and just have a one-on-one, just chop it up like family. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I had it. The Black Atheist Coalition. It's a YouTube channel. I actually have a series called Atheist Testimonials. You were actually one of the people that I was gonna interview because I like this. You were the first Black atheist that I followed on YouTube.
Man, put your phone there. You hear me? Put your phone on there.
Yeah, definitely. Man, Christina, appreciate Christina.
Shit, all these white folks get together on their little podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
You hear me? Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was doing. Atheist testimonials. You were the first black atheist I followed. I was like, I gotta get him on atheist testimonials.
I'm ready.
So
I'm ready now.
definitely, man. I gotta get you on. I gotta get you on testimonials. Christina, who just joined the live. What's up, Christina? I want to get her on atheist testimonials as well because I know for black women atheists, things could get tough out there. You know what I mean? Because I'm man,
Amen.
yeah, man. Because I know when it was me, when I was out there looking for love, like every single woman I ran into, you were like, well, you don't believe in Jesus, so we can't do nothing serious, but you can't come over on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bruh.
Just a Saturday, I can't get a Sunday. Oh, that's
Yeah,
the Lord's
exactly.
Day.
Yeah, that's the
I can't get a
Lord's Day.
Sunday.
Yeah, I mean,
I might want a weekend.
exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like at the end of the day, you know, we're still human. We want to have that love and that companionship. You know, luckily me and wifey now, you know what I mean, I found her like years later and she didn't care, you know, because she's my wifey does African traditional religion. So it's like, you know, exactly. So like if you don't believe, you don't believe. She doesn't really care. And you know, ATR doesn't force anything on you. You know what I mean? It's like do whatever you want. But you know, if you're Christian or Muslim, they tell you, oh, you got to do this, down the third, whatever, you know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's man, black love. If you're a black atheist and you looking for love, I feel for you out here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, it's hard. Woo! It is hard out here.
This fucked up out here. But nah, man, it would be an honor to get on there and give my testimony. I ain't lying to you.
Oh yeah,
it'll
definitely.
Be an honor.
Yeah, man.
I'm with it, man. Look, you hit me up soon as you get off live. I'm ready. I'm clearing schedule. Fuck it. I'm clearing schedule. You have me over there on yours, and then clear your shit. Come over on mine, and that'll be the domino. It's gonna get the ball rolling. Everybody, you know, that's gonna be like the you just need to push. Well, if you got black atheists on, shit, I want to be on too. You know, I might, you know, it's vice versa. Just everybody see that. Oh, this what they doing. Let me get on there. Get the black. We need our black women on there. We need our black men, man, preaching this good truth.
Exactly. That's what
get them all on there. I'm with you. I'm gonna force them on there. Hey, look, Vosa said.
Boy, we're gonna be preaching out here, man. We're gonna create the atheist temple,
with you,
boy.
Bro. I'm with you. I needed this. I need you to do what you're doing. Because it's like I'm sure all of us have these thoughts in our head, but like we got you pushing the button. If this what you say, hey, look, we getting together, we gonna meet up the ones that can pull up, and we gonna go to you too. You know, I'm with you. Bro, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Oh yeah, man. I definitely appreciate it, man, because I've been trying to get back to doing atheist testimonials for a little bit. And you know, now that I'm linked up with you, I gotta do it with Ichabod as well, and the other people who was with on Michael's live. You know what I mean? I gotta get all them on.
Oh, so you saw that live when I was on there with Michael now?
Yeah.
You know, all us got on there together.
Yeah. I was there. Remember, I was there. I mean, we had to.
You know, Great and Square was on there.
Yeah. That's why I followed him. Like I've been watching him for a little bit.
That's big, bro. Look, man. Look, man. I don't want to tell too much, man. We about to do a song. It's about to be lit, bro. I'm telling you. We gotta have, bro. Let's listen. This is what I be trying to tell the other, you know, black atheists. We need all hands, everybody, every walk of life, every shape, type, voice, vernacular. We need everybody. We need all hands on deck. If you got something to say and you want to voice it, do it. Go live. You got a different topic, do it. Go live. We need as much exposure to the black community as possible so they can see it.
Exactly. As a matter of fact,
want to be a part of that.
As a matter of fact, that's why I started the Black Atheist Coalition channel, because like I wanted it to be kind of like one of those things where we could all go live like at the same time. Like if you're an editor on YouTube, what YouTube does now is like if you're an editor, you can log into that YouTube channel, and if you're going live, you can go ahead and go live to it. You feel what I'm saying? So like let's say I'm doing a live and you're doing a live, right? And I go on at 5 and you go on at 7. We can still use the same like YouTube channel to do our different live at the same time. You feel me? It'll be like its own, channel, like its own radio station,
Oh,
basically.
that's tough.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
want to do.
tough.
So what?
They had I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. I'm listening.
All good. Now, so what I've been doing is like, because a lot of people don't have time. What I've done is like, if I see Christina is live and I see Thinker is live and African Atheists, I saw them live all at the same time one time. So what I did was that I just used my StreamYard to screen record their lives. You know what I'm saying? All at the same time. So when you go on the YouTube, you can actually see them all live at the same time. You feel me? You can see comments and everything. It's worked out too, because like it made me get like a lot of views and subscribers to it. There's a lot more out of here than we think, and that's always how I want to set it up, where it's basically a central platform for us to like spread our message and spread our platform. You know what I'm saying? And then people can follow for anybody. Like if someone goes in to watch you, they can also go in to watch Thinker and watch me or watch B.A.A.S.H or anybody. You feel me?
And so the beautiful thing about all this is it only take one of us. It only take one person to hit, because see, we all building our platforms up, but it's like it's gonna take one of us. Somebody gonna go viral and get the exposure, and then that's gonna lead to everybody. Like, oh, wait a minute, it's more than just Black Atheists. You got Vosi, you got Christina, you got damn. So it's like, man, look, it's a team effort. Team effort for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Give me 1 second, Bar. Shaka, you still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
There you are. How's it going, man?
OG, what's going on?
You already know. I heard Black spoken by Black Atheists and my boy V. I ain't talked to him in a while. I ain't been on that side since just recently, but I'm listening to what you guys are saying, and I'm willing to offer my services. You know, the We Are More Than Black channel has over 30,000 subscribers, so you guys are more than welcome, more than open to use it like I've always done. I let that platform be a place where Black folks are serious about making sure Black folks are doing Black folk stuff and loving themselves. I offer the platform because, again, it ain't about one person. We've seen what happened when one person tries to lead whatever the revolution is. I'm not just pushing, the whole black history stuff, but what y'all are saying is something very important. And then the last part that you said in reference to Black love, for those of us who will use that book as toilet paper, it is really, really, really hard. And I did not realize that until just recently. And I think you was there, V, when I shared my story when I came back on TikTok and came to Thinkers Live. But yeah, man, when y'all said that, I felt both of y'all when you responded. Like, it is really, really hard out here to find a sister that loves us and knows that to love us is to love a man that will have your back through thick and thin. That book wouldn't make me turn my back on you. You feel me?
Yeah,
like, trust me. I feel y'all. But yeah, I'm definitely I'd love to be a part of that. If y'all want to really get that going, I offer whatever services I can offer to help out as far as visibility and the whole social media stuff I do. So I'm with it. That was a very good idea.
You see what you said, Bar? Only takes one of us. Hey, Shaka, I appreciate that so much, man. Definitely.
Don't take one.
Definitely. We
I love that you. My bad. I like that you got the atheists, the skeptics, and the humanists. So it don't be like, well, I ain't really an atheist. It ain't. It's. Are you pro-Black? Are you promoting Black love and Black liberation and Black decolonizing in the fucking mind? Then you're a part of the fucking. You're on the team.
Exactly. You're part
So
of the
it's
family.
not just
team.
you ain't gotta be no goddamn atheist. Fuck that shit. Do you understand how these religions and all this bullshit is being used? And are you able to, break free from it and want your people to break free from it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the most important part.
That's the most important part. And I've always said for me, ATRs are probably the most welcoming. You see what I'm saying? Because I've met people who are on ATRs who not only like criticize organized religion, but then will look at it and be like, look how they treat, the LGBTQ community. I'm like, wow, you are African in the ATR, but even you understand and you see all the bullshit. Like, you decolonize from all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I think, ATRs is not really, I don't think Shango was a real guy. But if they use it like as a more of a symbolic thing, more of a way of life, more of understanding humanity and understanding that black people are connected in black liberation, I'm all for that. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if I were to ever do an ATR, I'll probably see it as more of a symbolic thing, not more of like I'm literally worshiping Irzuli. But I'll also know that my ancestors, that the way that they got freedom from the French was through, you know what I mean, invoking the old school African gods. It wasn't through praying to Jesus. That's not how it worked. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1
I
second.
always like when you bring that up. My bad.
Not a problem. Give me 1 second, because I gotta block someone. This guy Hala Madrid, I think it's a kid. For some reason he thinks it's funny to say the N-word a lot, so I'm just gonna go ahead and block him now. All right, cool. He's been blocked. Yeah, but yeah, so that's on what I mean. We need to come together, and like I've always said, like even if you're a spiritualist, people who do like hoodoo, you know what I'm saying, you've seen Sinners, you know what I'm saying. So even for folks who do hoodoo, yeah, even folks who do hoodoo, even you're invited to come on up. Give me a second. Baby, yours on? Oh, I thought the door, someone knocked on the door. Oh, you job sign. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, yeah, so like I'm inviting like spiritualists. If you do hoodoo, voodoo, obia, santeria, you know what I'm saying, you're decolonized from the main religions. If you do Ife, decolonized from the main religion, you're invited. Yeah, I mean, you're invited to the cookout as well, because like you're at least decolonizing your thinking. And just give me one more second, all right, Bar? And Shaka, give me 1 second. Mona, are you there?
Yes, I am. I don't want to barge into a community that that you may be specifically gearing to, because I'm a tragically presenting white boy, but but I came in the room because Black Atheist Rants and I have actually had some wonderful interaction. Yeah, we had some wonderful interaction, and I understand some of the nature, being that I am even though tragically white presenting, I am actually Native American. I'm Choctaw, although my one of my sides of my family's Irish, so it kind of overpowered my melanin. So unfortunately, because they're like white, they're like Irish white, they're like going out in the sun for like 2 minutes and you burn white.
Yeah.
But I'm an atheist. But the other thing is I am a biblical scholar who became an atheist after studying the Bible for 31 years. So not only do I have the skill of coming at this from an atheistic viewpoint, but I have the skill of being able to explain to people who may be coming in with a nature of wanting to argue a point. I can actually kind of explain their biblical interpretation from a perspective of somebody who's actually deconstructed it.
Oh yeah, man, I appreciate it. Follow me, and I love talking to biblical scholars, because I learn a lot from y'all, and learn a lot about like for example, one of the things that always bothered me before I left religion was Jesus must have fulfilled all the prophecies, until I learned from biblical scholars that he didn't. Yeah, exactly, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Like Simon Bartkova actually fulfilled more prophecies than Jesus did.
More prophecies than he did. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like that blew my mind. You know what I mean? So definitely, I'd love to talk to more biblical scholars, man. And I appreciate you joining. I understand that the colonizer side is there. You know what I'm saying? So like I get it. Yeah, I mean, so it's all good though. You know what I mean? Like you're still.
I have some understanding of the oppression in the fact that my great grandparents were forced into Christian schools, and they were forced into by colonizers, and
especially in Canada.
And they had their culture and their language and their spiritual ideas basically ripped from them for the fact that they were supposed to become civilized, right? and that was just
Civilized.
some bull crap. Yeah, who's really civilized there?
Exactly.
And I also have some of the nature of oppression because I'm an openly gay man. I have a husband, and we've raised 3 children together. We're married, and so I'm part of the LGBT community, and so in that regard, I do understand some of the nature. I work for an organization that I go and help people in Kenya, but my job there is to make sure that they're not that nobody in the organization is using religion as like holding it over their head for the aid that they provide.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly where I'm at with it too. Like
That
when we're providing aid, it doesn't necessarily need to have, save the souls, Jeebus is the
a
best.
religious connotation to
Exactly.
it.
Can you give me a second, Mona? Give me a second, Mona.
My job with it,
yeah, Mona, give me 1 moment, all right?
Right.
Because I do want to get to Cherry and Ariel Almighty.
Sure.
Cherry, how's it going? Did you want to? Are you coming to the cookout as well?
I think you froze up, Volsy.
I'm frozen. I'm good.
Hey y'all,
Okay,
can you hear me?
It's
I don't know
back
how
now.
noisy my background
It froze up.
is today.
You back?
I'm back. Okay, great. All right, Cherry, how's it going? You coming to the
Hey
cookout as well?
y'all. Of course, I'm an atheist from Houston, Texas. Right now, I live
Let's
in
go.
Bogota, Colombia. I live in the capital city of Colombia. I'm always out for a walk, so it'd be a little loud.
No, not a problem.
Um,
You know what's funny? I had to end the last live and I restarted it. I even said that you probably won't find a lot of black atheists down in Colombia, but we could do a bash in Colombia one day. And you came up and said, I'm a black atheist in Colombia. So if there's a lot of y'all down there, we could definitely one year do a bash in
I've
Colombia.
been like all over. Like, so you can be here 6 months on your visa. I'm on month 4 of 6, but so how I came into atheism, I found like in these spaces, a lot of people talk about Christianity and the Bible and stuff. That's not how I got there at all whatsoever. For me, it's kind of like a different lens. And it all started, I don't know. Well, I never believed that since I was a child, but I kind of like say this all the time. I don't really know how to put it into words, but I just kind of believe that like each civilization, like everywhere on earth, made up a god that worked for them in that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, so kind of like damn, we don't ever get any fucking rain here. Let's do a rain dance. Like, and that's not to be disrespectful to Native Americans. Like, we have Native Americans on the panel, or indigenous people, or like damn, like we need some food or whatever. Like, let's make up a food god. The women aren't having any babies. Let's make up a fertility god. So that's how I came into my atheism. Like, it has nothing to do with the Bible. Like, I don't give a fuck about the religious books, the wars, the names. Was Jesus real? Like, I don't care about none of that shit. Like, I feel like just like we make up like Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, like Yamaya, Odin, like all of those things. And I kind of say this across the board. Like, I'm an atheist like through and through. I'm not I'm like, a lot of people leave Christianity and then they're like, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. To me, I'm like, so now you don't light a candle for Jesus, you light a candle for the moon? Like, whoop de you. Like, for me, I'm like, just stop lighting candles. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all act like y'all ate because you lit a candle for a different reason. Like, stop lighting candles. Like, are y'all
we
dumb?
don't need
like,
the candles.
Sorry, I'm gonna chill.
No,
but
that's
like,
all good.
I'm just saying, like, I'm one of those people that I'm just like, all of it is fake, y'all. Like I just feel like everyone's just walking around like my magical friend, and they're just renaming magical friends. So
that's basically
how
what it is.
Came into atheism,
yeah,
so like,
I got you, but that's basically what it is.
Like, I don't believe in witches, any religions, any gods, tarot cards, spirits. Because sometimes I talk to other atheists, and then they be like, "That ghost in my room," and I'm like, "Are you?" Oh my god, we have lost the plot. So thank you for having me.
Hey, not a problem. I appreciate you. I hope you could come to the cookout as well, Cherry. Like, yeah, definitely come up. I know getting here from Colombia is pretty difficult. But we are gonna have more cookouts in 2028. I hope to have one up in the Northeast for people who live up there, and out in the West Coast for people who live over there. And next year, down south is probably gonna be in Houston. Yeah, I mean, because there's a lot of us who live in Texas. So Juneteenth one will be amazing. Give me 1 second, Sherry. I'll always I need to speak to Ariel for just one moment. Ariel Almighty, are you there? And are you coming to the cookout?
Hey, I'll definitely be at the cookout.
All right, definitely follow the Discord and the server. Follow me on all socials because I'm gonna be talking about this way more, and I definitely want to interview both you and Cherry for atheist testimonials, and Jam Bam as well. I want to interview you for atheist testimonials as well, Jam Bam. But yeah, so Ariel, it is going down next year, 2026. We do have time, but if you let me know that, hey, getting to Florida is going to be a little bit difficult this year, then I definitely understand. In 2028, we're definitely going to have more. Where do you stay at, and how did you come to atheism?
I'm from Texas as well. I'm in Louisiana right now, but I actually used to live in Florida, and I go back and forth pretty frequently, so that's not an issue.
Yes.
Yeah, and I came into atheism because I kind of went to get more serious about Christianity, and
Same.
everybody kept saying study to show yourself approved. And I studied and approved the shit out of leaving. So I was like, no, I don't like this. But yeah, that's it. I pretty much just kind of studied and I was out of there. So
you smart.
You smart.
I'm trying to get deep in your faith.
Yo, it's crazy because
I really wasn't. Shit was going on, and I was like, what is the problem? Like, what am I doing wrong? And I'm praying and crying and waiting and all that shit. And so everybody kept saying, well, you gotta, because they would give me, scriptures and shit. And they'd be like, but you gotta study to show yourself approved. And
of course.
I did, and I got the fuck up out of Dodge.
Of course. You know what's crazy?
But yeah, that's it. I kind of I'm very logical, and I was a Christian for a long time, but only because I never really looked into it. That's
you there, Ariel?
Looked into it. I was like,
there
yeah,
we go.
No.
There you are. But yeah, you know what's crazy?
I just wanted to introduce myself.
Of course. You know what's crazy, Ariel, is I have the exact same story that I was looking to get more serious, quote unquote, about my faith. My journey to atheism was trying to prove Christianity right, which is crazy. Until I found more information. I was like, okay, yeah, I probably can't believe this shit anymore because it's kind of ridiculous. You know what I mean? So
it's very arrogant though, right? Like
I tell people I felt like that meme of like Homer Simpson when he's backing into the bushes. I was like, oh, let me get out of here.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, this ain't this ain't it. This really ain't it, man. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I followed you. I can't stay. I'm actually getting ready for my own live in a few minutes. But I followed you. I haven't seen you around. Bar shared it to me. Shout out Bar. But yeah, I'm sure I'll see you around, and I'll definitely be at the cookout. I'll see you guys then.
Oh, definitely. I appreciate you, Ariel, and I'll definitely pass by if I can. All right.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate you. All right, guys, we are getting more and more people to come to the cookout. Remember to follow the Discord in the bio. This logo that you see right here, that is gonna be on some shirts. It's also I have it in white as well. Let me put on my display. Give me 1 second. Where is that? There we go. It's definitely gonna be in white as well. Hold on, just give me 1 second so everybody could see it. Save the trees. I'm bringing you up next. All right, y'all. So I hope y'all can see it. Y'all see the logo? The logo is also in white. If y'all can see that. All right. Let me know if y'all can see that. Y'all can see that?
Yeah, I see it. It look good.
Yep. So the logo is also in white. All right. So no worries. We have it in white, and we have it in black because I know Florida gets hot. All right. I know it gets hot down here. So I know definitely y'all gonna want to have it in white. All right. So We're gonna have it in white, and we're gonna have it in black. Now the real question that we gotta ask is, who's gonna cook the potato salad? Yeah, I mean, I know Bar. You from Tennessee, right?
And you better not put no raisins in that shit. No raisins in the potato salad, man.
No raisins in that damn potato salad for real. But Bar, you from Georgia or Tennessee?
From Tennessee, man.
Tennessee. Yeah. So I know you're gonna bring down some of that barbecue.
Man, look, I'm gonna do what I can, man.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Bring some of that barbecue, that Tennessee barbecue. I know because
We
Tennessee.
don't do Watergate salad and all that shit. The white folks love that Watergate
salad.
No,
yeah.
We don't do that.
See, Texas and Tennessee is always beefing over they barbecue. So we're gonna have a lot of people from Texas down there. I gotta see who got the better barbecue. You feel me? Oh, man.
It's the brisket for me. The brisket.
Oh, brisket. Brisket is actually pretty
I'm
good.
ready to put some on the grill right now.
Yeah. And let me tell you. Jam Bam is from Detroit. There's not a lot of Haitians in Detroit, so I know y'all haven't tried Haitian food yet. I need to bring me some griot, unless y'all don't eat pork. But if you don't eat pork, then that's fine. But if you do eat pork, we got something called griot,
let me stop playing.
We got something called griot, which is like fried pork. I'm gonna find a picture of it so I can put it up. But it's like fried pork and sauce, and then Haitians also do collard greens, which is we call it lalo, and it's a lalo with crab in it. So it's amazing. So I gotta bring out some lalo, and I gotta
that shit. I'm ready for that dish right now.
Yeah, definitely. Let me get to sleep. Let me get to Save the Trees real quick. Save the Trees, how's it going? Are you a black atheist that is coming to the cookout?
I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of static. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Your signal is just a little low. That's probably why you're getting static. How's it going?
Hi, I'm well. How about yourself?
I'm all right. So will you be at the cookout?
So this is my first time hearing about it, so I'm not sure.
Oh no, that's definitely fine. Like I understand, right? Because people are only hearing about it now because I'm just making it now. It's gonna be next year, 2026, down in Florida. If it is gonna be too hard for you to get to Florida, I definitely understand. In 2028, we are gonna do more for your region. So if you're out west or you're up north, then I will organize one in 2027 for your region. How's that sound?
All right, sounds great.
Yeah. Are you down south or you up north or out west?
I'm actually down south, but quite a bit away from Florida.
Okay, so you're probably like in like Texas or Oklahoma somewhere. That's fine. If you can't make it to the Florida one next year, definitely still follow us, still connect with us. You know, we have a Discord, a subreddit. I'm not sure if you are on all the social medias, but we'll definitely connect and make sure that you can make it to the next one. Because what I want to do is I want to have like one, big ones every year, and then one year we all go to like Panama or St. Louis or somewhere like that, and we have like one large one for everybody to meet, like a whole family, like a conference. You see what I'm saying? So I'm definitely planning more. So if you can't go to the one next year, definitely link up with us, follow me. You know what I mean? And we will definitely do more. I forgot to ask, are you a black non-believer, agnostic, spiritualist, humanist? How would you classify yourself?
Yeah, I would classify myself as a black atheist, humanist/humanist.
Same. I'm a agnostic atheist and a humanist. So yeah, definitely you fall into the category. We could definitely link up and be family and come straight to the cookout. How did you come to non-belief, to the heathen side, basically?
Actually, my journey to atheism is a little bit different. As a Christian, I always had a lot of questions, but I never explored the questions because I was just really so deep into my Christianity, trying But I think what led me into atheism the most is when we pretty much kind of left the church. Um, the tithing thing um, really was always a big issue for me. And then when I started to kind of research that more, I realized that the church had been lying to us about the tithing. That we had donated all this money for, based on a lie, and I was very angry about that. Also, so I really kind of deconstructed from the idea of having to be at the church, but I still had a belief in God at this point in time in my life. And I was really deconstructing on my own. And I was spending a lot of time I think for me, I was spending a lot of time thinking, and I was critically thinking. I was allowing myself to finally really critically think about a lot of things. And so, I was thinking about it, consuming so much of my time, so much of my day. And so what I decided to get on TikTok is to kind of like decompress from all the stuff that I was just coming to the conclusion, like this was wrong, that was wrong, things about the church. And I got on TikTok and I found Thinker.
Thinker's amazing. Thinker is amazing.
Yeah, and I like I say, I came on TikTok to really decompress, find some funny videos that I can laugh, get my mind off of church stuff. And here we go. Lo and behold, we got Thinker, and there was another young lady that at the time that was on here just really like questioning some of the things that I previously always had questions about throughout my Christian journey, but I would basically unapologetic. I was doing like a lot of the Christians do on a lot of these lives. I was making excuses for why why slavery had to happen. And I was doing this in my head as a Christian. And I was making excuses for the scripture. And when I finally stopped making excuses and finally like really was sick of the whole oppressive system that it was having over my life, this need to be perfect, this need to fit this persona. I was just tired. I wanted to let go of that weight and just be human again.
Man,
and
no, I was gonna say like I keep going because that's very profound because I found like the exact same thing where I found where when I left belief I felt more human than I was when I was in it, because in belief they always tell you that you're kind of property of God essentially, you know what I mean? And now they don't outright say it, but it's basically heavily implied. God created us, he can do whatever he wants, etc., stuff like that. So when it's a very dehumanizing type of mindset, right? Where you kind of like a slave to God essentially. You're the property of God because he quote unquote made you. But when you don't believe anymore, just like how you said, I feel human again. You know what I mean? I'm not, the property or made by anyone else. I am myself. And you reclaim your humanity. That's very profound. Like I'm glad you found that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I feel free to be me, emotions and all, like, and that was one thing as a Christian, I was a minister in the church. When you're a minister, you have to uphold certain standards that I didn't no longer want to uphold. It was like, let me be me, let me live my life, let me be human. It goes back to the human thing. And so
what's interesting, not to cut you off, but what is so interesting about being in these spaces, and I really mean this sincerely, guys, when I was growing up in church, like as a young adult and stuff, I was never like a true believer and stuff, right? I always thought it was kind of like a play, like in church, because a lot of the times, like especially like in deep Southern Baptist church, like it would be like the same thing, like all of the same things will happen at the same time, like pretty much throughout service, right? Like everyone has a role to play, and like the same woman is going to say preach preacher every time, and they're going to do the same like run on the piano every time, and the same people are going to fall out every time, right? But I'm getting to a point here, right? So being in these spaces and hearing Save the Trees, like how you felt freedom and unpacking and like coming into non-belief is like I wholeheartedly in my heart thought that everyone else was a non-believer. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So like the shocking part to me is that y'all ever believed in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's groundbreaking to me is like it's kind of like the opposite effect, right? You know how like Christians are just like unable to wrap their brains around the fact that we are now atheists,
Mm-hmm.
and like some Christians just cannot accept that we are now atheists.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind's eye, it is just groundbreaking to me that people actually believe that doctrine.
Yeah, because it sounds it. If you actually read the doctrine, the shit is insane. It's
Well,
completely insane.
in their defense, most of them haven't read it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
That's
That's
one.
true. That's very true.
So
Yeah, I
it's like,
forgot that part.
you know, a lot of people just a lot of people get they get their information from Reverend CT Chicken Wing on Sunday.
CT chicken wing is crazy.
And maybe that's why the deconstruction
Creflo
starts when
Dollar.
you actually dive in and when you actually want to increase your faith.
Mhm.
Like Save the Trees was saying. And like maybe that's why.
Yeah, it is. I definitely think that's why when you try to explore it and to see if you can show this to be true, because shit sounds crazy, you know what I mean, when you really think about it. Because I had to be 12 years old when I had to think about like, okay, so Adam and
I would
Eve ate
start
a
with Noah's Ark, to be honest. Like
Mhm.
that's the one that don't even take nothing. That's the one that like you're like 10 and you're like, how did all the animals get on the ship? Who fed all the
Who
animals?
fed all the
Who
animals?
shoveled the shit?
Exactly.
Where did the pee go?
Where did Cain's wife come from? That was, I think that was my first ever question that questioned the Bible. Where did Cain's wife come from? Because after Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel, and then Cain killed Abel, Cain went out into the land of Nod and found a wife. And I all said, where did Cain's wife come from? He was smashing a sister. That's ew. That's kind of nasty. You know what I mean? And then just like how you said, oh, Tower of Babel. Tower of Babel also didn't make any sense, because it was like, oh, they was building a tower to the sky, and the Lord saw it, and I was like, but we've been to the sky, heaven ain't up there. So what does this mean? It's crazy. It's kind of insane.
That's why in school I was always like, how can we get to study Greek mythology, but why is Christianity not in the same book? Why are we not treating it exactly and totally the same? Because everybody love Greek mythology. I fucking love Hercules. Hercules.
That was one of
Those
my
are some
favorite
good ass
movies.
movies. Like, if we have already debunked that heaven is not in the sky, like, duh, humans looked up in the clouds and they were like, oh, really fine shit people live up in the clouds. And then we went up in the clouds and we realized that that wasn't true. So how come we're still holding on to Christianity? Is everybody Delulu or what?
It's the
And
Lulu.
like when I've been looking into it, no, humans have literally evolved to have like a God belief. Like we have a God belief hardwired in us because we're just like stupid fucking animals. And that's why I always bring up animals, because whenever people bring up heaven, I say, oh, does your dog or cat go to heaven? And like half of the people say yes and half of the people say no. And when they start saying yes, I crack open that can of worms and I say, so the orangutan goes to heaven, so your monkey goes to heaven, so the mosquito goes to heaven. And when I crack open that can of worms, people be like, oh, well, obviously the animals don't go to heaven. And so I'd be like, oh, so they don't have a spirit, they don't have a soul, then how are they alive? And then they don't know what to do. And then I start cracking that open and then they just want to end the conversation.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I just want to add that, you know, religion does not, and I'm talking about all religions. Religions have not spread through peace offerings. Hey, come share this leavened bread with me and let's talk about faith. No, or that whole have you heard the good news? That's fairly new. No, religions are spread with the sword or gunpowder. Ain't no hey, let's all get together and hug it out, have a peaceful conversation, and try to figure out which religion is true. Historically incorrect. No, a lot of the Greek mythology and the other mystery cults and spiritual systems from back then, a lot of that stuff got suppressed. Hey, we stomping that out. You worship that, you get your head chopped off. Ain't no debate, ain't no democracy when it comes to God. You gonna worship this God or else, motherfucker.
But to take it back even further, God was just an explanation for things that we didn't know about, right? They were like, the sun is shining because there's a beautiful woman in the sky, and every time she smiles, the sun shines. Like, if we want to take it back.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about.
Forced on people.
I would even bring it to modern day. Like it's still kind of like that, but in a different form, because to be Black and be atheist and to be out in the community, in some communities, like a lot of people have to remain quiet because it could cost them their job, their community. Yeah.
Yes, I'm working on a long form YouTube video about that. Save the trees. It's called "Atheism is the New Gay." It's about a bunch of atheists in the closet.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch that. Oh, just to let y'all know, this is how Haitians do collard greens. This is lalo, essentially. This is what it is. Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. it's really good. And this is guyo. This is our fried pork. Yeah, it's amazing. It's pretty good. All right, give me 1 second, y'all, because we do have a guest over on the YouTube. I hope that everyone will be able to hear her. Shelly, you there?
Hey, Volsy, I'm here. How you doing?
Hey, I'm all right.
We hear it loud and clear.
You hear it loud and clear? All right, great, awesome. Shelly, how's it going? I appreciate you coming on up. I know you came over from the Instagram. Me and Shelly, y'all, we met over where we meet at the Clubhouse, right? That app
on Clubhouse. Yeah, a long time ago. Clubhouse, absolutely.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. Give me a second, Shelly. I'm sorry. Hey, Theo Israel. I'm sorry, Shelly. Give me 1 second. Theo Israel in my TikTok comments. This is not a debate live. All right, we're not doing the debates today. All right, if you want to come for debates, come next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's when I do debates. Follow me, and we can do the debate then. But we're not doing a debate live now. Right now, it's a family talk where we are Black non-believers planning a meetup, and we're not welcoming any antagonism. So either leave, go away, or I'm just gonna. Yeah, exactly. We're not gonna deal with your antagonism today. So either go away, or I'm just gonna mute you for the whole live, and you can come back on Tuesday when I'm actually doing a debate. I don't want you harassing my family here, okay? So please go away. All right. Sorry about that, Shelly. All right, Shelly, how's it going?
Good. Everybody calling from Cleveland, Ohio, Midwest. Well, see, I do plan on making it to the Cookout next year. I got enough time to plan. It's funny you would say something about I can't remember what it was called about the greens, because I made a comment and on YouTube saying I make the best like Southern style greens. I just made a comment like right before you said that. So yes, but I do plan on coming. And I heard I was driving, so I wasn't sure who made the comment. She was saying that she's atheist, but then she talked to some of her other atheist friends who be like, "Oh, there's a ghost in my room," and I kind of chuckled to myself because I want to say for me, I know you asked like what we identify as. For me, I definitely identify as a skeptic as well, which I think you said that, and a couple other people said that as well. Because I think for me, the more that I became a skeptic, the more that I stopped believing in like detox teas and like some crazy stuff like that. The more that kind of solidified or not solidified, my religious beliefs. I was like, there's no way that this can be true. We know people for the most part, don't die and are resurrected. Like we know that doesn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
We know, people don't live 3 days inside of a fish or a well. Like, we know these things don't happen. So the more that I became a skeptic, the more that I was just like, I just cannot believe that these things that we were taught were actually true. I just couldn't do it. So
Yeah, exactly. Like, Save the Trees ask if you can define what being a skeptic is. If I'm understanding you, is basically being more prudent than to believe in basically anything just because a person has high authority or is even just smart. Is that how would you say?
Yeah, I would kind of take it back to, not to quote myself, but to quote Dillahunty, like, to believe things that are actually true, to
Mhm.
to to actually reserve belief in things until you know that they are true. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to believe in ghosts until I have sufficient evidence to believe that that's true. And again, you can apply that to many things, but also to religion as well. I would say now I'm kind of sort of becoming anti-theist. I hate to say it, because I
Mhm.
just I struggle, because I'm I don't know that there's much good in that at all. I'm
Mhm.
starting to think, especially now, this time in history.
Mhm.
But again, my skepticism fueled that, because I will reserve believing that things are actually true until I get sufficient evidence for it. So for whoever asks that, I would say, for me, that is what skepticism means.
Yeah.
And you can apply it to other things, not even just religion. Like I said, like, I don't believe in, like, detox teas or detoxes, or like these crazy, cleanses that, are pushed upon us, because these things have not been proven to be true.
Or the like moon rocks and like
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Mhm.
exactly. So yeah, when that comment was made, I was like, I feel that, because you ain't like
Mhm.
me, being my atheist self. Like, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, there's ghosts, there's stuff like that too.
Yeah, exactly. I feel the exact same way. I think a skeptic is one, just like how you said, one that withholds belief until there is sufficient evidence for it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Now, of course, there are things that we just gotta take on. We gotta begrudgingly take on that. Okay, yeah, that's probably real. Like, reality. Are us existing, because people are always gonna say, "Oh, how do you prove that you're not a brain in a vat?"
Exactly.
I guess I fucking can't. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
At the end of the
even
day,
so, existence, and I think you've talked about this on one of your debates. I know this isn't a debate thing, but even so, just even existing,
mhm,
sharing a reality, like, doesn't that mean that we do exist? Like, how can we be a brain in a vat and we're sharing reality together?
reality,
So
exactly. So
yeah,
even if all of us are in the matrix, at the end of the day, there's a reality there, right? So even if
exactly.
yeah, exactly, and if we're in the matrix, let me know where Neo at, because we need him right now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We could
Exactly.
use
Don't
Neo
let
right
them
now.
people pull you into psychosis. That's where they
Right,
need.
right, right. And
A
yeah, it's
lot of that's
becoming.
crazy.
Go ahead, Bar. What you said?
I was gonna say, and I made a video about what I'm about to say, but a lot of this stuff is just field bro philosophy, trying to make everything so abstract to the point where it can mean anything, so they can kind of like philosophize God into
Exactly.
existence, because you can't prove it literally, so you got to make
Yeah.
it out. Well, God
You
ain't
got to make
God.
it up.
Kind of
Yeah. Yeah. And say a
Mhm.
whole
God's
If
just
bunch
a
God
of
is
mind.
everything, you
crazy shit.
nothing.
Exactly, Cherry.
Wake up! Wake
Exactly.
up! Wake
Exactly.
up
Yeah.
out of your sleep!
Wake
If
up,
the
wake
if
up,
the
wake up, wake up, wake up. The TD Jakes thing,
exactly.
Valsi, there was a couple calls, maybe 2-3 weeks ago,
Mhm.
that you had, and people were saying that, like, the one caller was like, dude, look at the trees, like, just look. And I was like,
Look at the
bro,
trees, yeah.
like, what is happening? So yeah, people, and again, with me being a skeptic, I'm like, I can't, like, I will purposely reserve belief on those things until you prove otherwise,
Yeah, is
but
Okay, so
Well, see,
who's
I don't.
actually happier, right? It's freeing. I'm
Mhm.
happier. I've lost 44 pounds, no Ozempic, right? I've been to 10 countries.
Okay, like who is happier? Who is free? Like Save the Trees was like, I feel human. Y'all are in the Lululand. I take accountability for my actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
When my bank account is to zero, when my bank account is to negative 35, I don't be like, Jesus, fill my bank account, Jesus.
I gotta do some
Exactly.
overtime. You know?
I earned the money.
Exactly.
I earned the fucking money because I'm not a dumbass.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
I earned the money back.
And
You know what it is?
sometimes
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead,
Shelly.
Bossy.
No
Go ahead.
problem. You know what would be funny is like, why is it always look at the trees and not look at cancer? You know what I mean? Look at
Exactly.
Lyme disease. You know,
Yeah.
look
Look at
at
the fact that we can
malaria.
choke on food and die. Like,
Gingivitis. Look at this
like,
gingivitis in their mouth.
yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Why does it only look at the trees? How come not look at gingivitis? You know?
Exactly.
Sorry, Bossy.
Exactly.
I went to church with my mom to appease her. They
Mhm.
said that they had like 3 strokes in their church in the last like 3-4 months. And they said, what? The devil was attacking.
Y'all ain't healthy. What you mean the
See
devil?
there,
Y'all not
but
healthy.
then they'll be like, God knows everything. God watches. So he didn't watch you have a whole brain aneurysm here and a brain bleed. Like he didn't sit back and watched all of that.
The
Like,
devil
y'all, I
is
just
the
can't.
catfish Fridays.
So when that
Mhm.
happened,
Tartar sauce and hot
when
sauce and Kool-Aid.
right,
Uh-huh.
Like, what do you
when you were in
mean?
church, how did you just kind of roll your eyes in your head? Did you say something to your mom? Because like now I feel like I can't let that go. I feel like I gotta say something. Did you say something when they
I just like
said
my mom. It's like that's the last time I went, and I was actually so y'all. If y'all don't know Durante Lamar,
Oh, I
he's
love
that
Devontae Lamar.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm in his Discord, y'all. So that's the last time I went to church, and I had recorded the sermon, like clips of it, and I was putting it in his Discord,
Mhm.
and we were dying laughing, y'all. We were cracking the fuck
Oh my God.
up.
Yes.
And then when they got to like the huffing and puffing, and they was like, "I need some money out of your pocket right now." Y'all, I was putting the clips in the Discord, y'all. We were crying, laughing, y'all. It was so funny.
Yo, let me tell you, I cannot watch, a TD Jakes or a John Gray sermon without dying laughing. And my family always gets mad at me because, they're all still super Christians, but they always get mad at me when I watch it and I start cracking up. And I'm like, this is not a clown show to y'all. You know what I mean? Like TD Jakes be up there huffing and puffing. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready,
Well,
get
see,
ready. Get ready.
something happened and I came across the swallowed up portion. And I really just listened to it and I was like, and everybody in the background, he's like, have you ever been swallowed?
Swallowed.
And people was in the background like, yeah. I'm like, are you all okay right now? Like, are you
Like,
all right?
you
People
know
are
what's
under spells, people.
you know what's
He was
hilarious?
dead ass. He was dead
He was
ass.
dead
Have you
ass.
ever been swallowed? Like
Wallowed up.
what? What?
You know what's funny? Like, my lady told me just this the other day. She's like, yo, these black evangelicals be so weird because TD Jakes has a whole like R&B sex album for Christians. You know what I'm saying? And she said it sounds so weird. It is so strange. You know what I mean?
What?
It's like he's
Well,
praying her to
you
an
haven't seen
orgasm.
that TikTok with like the youngins? Okay, so it's like TikToks. I'm 32, but it's like kids younger than me,
Mhm.
and it's like after your parents get into an argument, and then you hear the TD Jakes album come on. So it's like
Hold on, y'all.
Gen Z,
Wait,
and they're
do
like
he
showing like a
really
sad
have
face, and then like TD Jakes comes on in the background, and they hear their like Gen X parents like hunching.
Mhm.
wait, y'all, is it really like a you really got like a album? Like are y'all being for
I'm
real? Like is it real it's real songs?
Yeah, we're being for real. It's really is a TD Jakes like Smex album for
So does he be
Christians.
saying
Yeah,
like God is watching you? Like what are you
it's so strange. It's like on one of the tracks, like he's
I don't
praying
want to
her to an
know.
orgasm. It's so weird. It's like
I shouldn't
I'm
have
like,
asked because I
y'all, this
don't.
is yeah, but it's
Really
strange. It's really strange. It's like what?
Y'all know who I want to see come to the other side so bad
Hmm.
is like Kev on Stage. Y'all know Kev on Stage.
Yeah, Kev
Bro,
on
He
stage.
he
I
makes
swear, I think Kev
he
on
makes
stage like
He might be atheist down low. He might.
I know.
I think so.
Okay. Look. It's like he makes so much like content, like low key mocking Christianity and like all of this stuff. And it's like I see through his soul, and I'm like, I know you don't believe this shit no more. I know you don't.
That is so crazy you would say that, because I was like, I think he atheist, but whenever we was just talking about just now about people being closeted, at this point he's built his career. I used to watch Playmakers way back when I was a Christian, and he's built all this. He started with Christian play, like maybe not plays, but like what did he used to do, like little videos and stuff with him and his brother.
Well, he dropped the season 2 of this like comedy, like what's that show that they used to have, Greenleaf?
Churchy or something.
Yeah, he just dropped season 2 of it.
Yeah.
You can't make that whole show and still believe this shit, Kevin.
I promise. I thought that same thing about Kev on stage too. I really did, but
like
at
a
this
scary
point,
movie of a church show.
It basically is. Yeah, that's essentially what it is.
He probably could never come out though. He probably could never be like, I don't believe in this.
He can't. I see you. And then another person, Israel Houghton. I was just watching him do a interview with his wife, Adrienne Ballon, and I was listening to him, and he said, I've built my whole career on looking like the perfect Christian. And he didn't say being the perfect Christian, right? And he repeated it like 2 or 3 times, because like the content creators I watched, they kept including his clip. And he's like, and he kept saying in his language, I want to appear like I'm a devout Christian. I want to look like I'm a devout Christian. And I was like, why are you using that language? Why do you want to appear like you are a devout Christian, Israel? Why are you not saying I am being? Why do you keep saying I want to appear? And I was like, I see right through your ass too. Come out the closet, baby.
Yeah.
See there,
yeah.
I didn't hear that about him. I didn't know he said that, but yeah.
When I look at Kev on stage, I'm like, okay.
I clocked.
When I look at Kev on stage, like posts and stuff like that, I'm like, he's deconstructing, but he can't admit it, man. He really can't. He can't come out like Michael B.A.S.H then or anyone like that. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell he's there. He's deconstructing and he's seeing how ridiculous it is. You feel me?
But I still watch Kevin on stage. I think he's funny. Like whenever I follow him on Instagram, like his videos and stuff be funny. But yeah,
he's hilarious.
That's just one thing. Yeah, that's just one thing. A lot of people.
Actually, a key ingredient to that Kevin on stage convo is I've seen him in his long form podcast talk about how he's been actually in church and stuff like that, of him saying that he was like, yes, this is back in the day now. What's up, Ron? He was saying that he was 14 and had church aunties, and he said he used to Uncle Titties of the church aunties, and he was like kind of like laughing, and his chat was like, wait a minute, Kev, that's not okay. Like, wait a minute. And he was like, but praise the Lord and stuff. And so I'm like, wait a minute, Kev, you know this ain't right. This ain't right.
You know it ain't right.
But you built your platform on praise the Lord, kind of like Tyler Perry or something. And now, and like, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna give everybody else the mic. But like, I'm very charismatic. Like when I was 16, if y'all know anything about extemporaneous speech, that means you're speaking off the top of your dome, right? So when I was 16, I won first in the state of Texas for extemporaneous speech. So that they give you like 5 minutes to prepare, and then you have to speak for like 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm a part of some poetry groups in Houston called Right About Now, and we are Writer's Block. And I do my poetry, and there's been times that like I've walked off stage, people have come up to me boohoo crying, sobbing, saying like, oh, your poem reminded me of my brother, my mom, my sister, da-da-da-da-da. Your poem moved me, your poem moved me. And I always feel like, bro, I could finesse all you hoes if I wanted to with the Bible and get up there and do some Jesus stuff and all this stuff. I actually have morals as an atheist. But if I really wanted to, it wouldn't be nothing to come up here and preach all this shit that y'all want to hear, because it's easy. It's easy.
Very.
You kidding me?
And you know something, Cherry? Like my dad, right? My dad was a old school Haitian pastor, so he read the Bible with me every night. When I say that I can crack open that Bible and come up with 5 different sermons just on David and Goliath, it'll be very easy for me to do. Like I actually, when I was 14 years old, and I was going through like the young preacher's path in our church, I actually made a whole sermon over Jonah and the well about procrastination. All about procrastination, right? I mean, just about Jonah and the well being about procrastination. And when I say that, they told me that I was going to lead souls to the flock. I was going to be a mighty man of God that saves, souls and saves our community. Now look at me now. Look at me now, right?
You used to be an atheist.
agnostic,
I used to be
right?
on TikTok trying to convince people to be an atheist. Here are the clips of me on TikTok trying to convince people to be an atheist. And now I'm not an atheist anymore. I'm fucking delivered. Look at me now, I'm delivered.
Yeah, it'll be very easy to do.
Me. They thought they had me, and now I'm delivered from that atheist space. I'm delivered. They thought they had my soul. They thought they had my soul, and they couldn't get me. They thought they had me, and I turned back around and I gave my spirit to Jesus Christ. I turned back around. I said, Lord, give me, deliver me. I am delivered now. What are you talking about? Y'all are so easy. Y'all just want to hear somebody that's so easy to believe.
Yeah,
It's so
I think
easy.
a lot
I
of
can do the
this
same
is
thing.
really driven. I think a lot of this is really and truly driven by feelings and emotions. And I've seen videos where they like break down church sermons, different aspects. They turn down the lighting, then they put the music on, then somebody comes on the mic and kind of get you buttered up for whatever to either give all your money or to quote receive the word. And a lot of this is on emotions. But my thing is, like, I remember the first time that I went to see Beyonce, and I felt the same way. Like, it was a totally secular thing. I saw Beyonce, and I felt something. I could say the same thing. Or I like George Clinton too. The first time I saw George Clinton in Parliament Funkadelics, man, they was playing all this music, and I felt something. So all that, but they would say, that is the quote spirit moving or whatever the hell that means. You know what I'm saying? But
Exactly.
it's all on emotions, and people don't realize. I think a lot of people, churchgoers, don't they don't realize that they do things purposely to get your emotions involved. You know?
Exactly what it
Yeah,
is.
and people don't they don't realize, like, you're actually being duped right now. You're actually being played, and people know it. I really think that people who give sermons and stuff like that, they know that. They know what to do to get people in that space.
They know they playing these people. Exactly. I could tell they playing these people. Let me do one more thing. A shout out to the Omnis Roan. I've been wanting to tag you into some of these for a minute now. I appreciate you being here, Omnis Roan. I didn't know Fred Hammond. He said someone told you that he might be deconstructing as well, because Fred Hammond is one of those big Christians. You know what I'm saying? But shout out, yeah.
I didn't hear
Yes.
that either. Dang.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Yeah, exactly. So if Fred Hammond is deconstructing, that's amazing. But shout out to Omnis Roan. I hope you can make it to the cookout as well. Give me 1 second, all right, Shelly. Mother of Prep, I do see you there, but I wanted to get to Yang real quick. Yang, how's it going?
Sure.
Are you also a Black atheist family, and you coming to the cookout as well?
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How's it going?
Okay. This is actually Yangi. I'm actually African, so I'm actually following Black Atheist. I don't know who it is, but I'm actually following her or his page. So me personally, I don't know if I would identify myself as a Black atheist, but because I don't believe that there is a God, and I mean, if I am supposed to identify myself, I would say that I know that there isn't a God, So I don't know if you can understand me with it, because many people will perhaps maybe say that I am more like in a agnostic aspect or anything like that, So I feel like I'm not really, that atheist, but I feel like I know that there isn't a God. So I'm actually originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo, and I'm trying to do my best, to help also people in our community to try to actually to live as how am I supposed to say, by the truth, and not actually being continue to being enslaved mentally throughout this dome that we call religion. So this is what I'm actually doing. But I've been following your small conversation that you've been having because I have been here for so long, and I feel like it is a very interesting conversation that you guys have. So I'm also willing to follow and actually to get to know other people who all have the same mindset as me. So I feel like this is actually great to see that there's so many people like me out there, especially in my black community, because we need to start to wake up, in all parts of the world, in Africa, in America, and all of that. So I feel like it is such a great way, to continue to see that we are evolving ourselves in our community. Yeah.
Hey man, I appreciate that. And you being Congolese, I'm Haitian. A lot of our ancestors came from there. What I mean, and we already know how and why that happened. Why both of us are so Christianized. Are you guys majority Catholic as well? Because I know in Haiti we're also majority Catholic.
Yeah, and because you said that you are, I mean, are you said also that you are PK, right?
Yeah, I'm a PK.
Because I yeah, I'm a PK as well, so my father is a reverend, very very respected, he's a great man, but however, I just felt like religion is just not something for me, so I've been also asking him some questions, everything about it, and he actually answered, but I didn't certain things he couldn't answer it, so I just find it by myself, and I felt like it's how it is, So our parents' generation, they are like the type of the generation who are completely lost, And there is a proverb where it is said that it's not easy to teach old dogs some new tricks, So our parents are definitely in that generation where it is very, very hard and difficult for them to accept the reality of things that they have been um, indoctrinated, So that's why it's kind of hard for them and difficult for them to actually to live it.
Exactly. Yang, are you still over in Congo or are you in the States?
No, actually, I'm living in Europe.
Oh, you're
I'm
living in
actually
Europe.
living in
Okay.
Europe.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I know it's
yeah.
gonna be difficult for you to come over. That's not a problem. Because a flight from Europe to the United States is like thousands of pounds or dollars. How we say in America. So like if you can't come to the cookout next year in 2026, I definitely understand. But in 2027, 2028, I'm definitely gonna plan more. I want to sponsor people to come out. I definitely want to, if this community grows large enough, we get the income, we get the sponsorship to do more and more. I would definitely want us to do like a bash cookout, in the motherland, or the motherland might be kind of hard to do because of how how religious it is. But if we go over to Europe or South America or one of them, I would definitely love to do that. You're in France or the UK?
Actually, I'm living in Sweden.
Sweden, yeah, okay.
So Sweden and the United States. It's both countries have great relationships, to each other. So I think that it would be very easier. And I've been also planning to actually to travel to the United States, because recently I have done some DNA ancestry, So and just find out that I have a couple of relatives that we share the same ancestry, so I'm willing to actually to visit them perhaps maybe next year or in 2027. I'm sorry, in about 2 years from now. So that'll be actually a great experience to actually to to meet them, and also to meet as well people like you who we share the same value and the same objective that we have for our people.
Oh, definitely, man. That would be amazing because, colonialism and slavery broke a lot of our spiritual heritage, but it also broke apart a lot of families. So I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that I have long lost cousins. In my DNA ancestry, I had Nigeria, I had Benin, I had Congo. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure I have, yeah. So I'm pretty sure I have long lost cousins somewhere in those areas, and I would definitely love to meet them. Yeah, if I can. Can you give me 1 second, Yang? I'm gonna get right back to you. All right. Mother Prep.
No problem.
No problem. Mother Prep.
Hey, how you doing, Sophie?
Hey, how's it going? I appreciate you always here, always supporting my lives. Mother Prep is an amazing woman. Y'all go ahead and follow her, and support her as well. Mother Prep, are you gonna be able to come to the cookout next year?
I might be able to do that because I was looking. My daughter's high school graduation seems like it might be 2 weeks before, so that might give us time to like do some celebration after, and then I can do it like a little trip at the end of June. So and I will. One of the challenges is I'm getting divorced, and my husband is a devout believer, so that's kind of limited some of my activities in the more in-person activities when it comes to atheism. So I'll be free by then.
Okay.
I think be fine.
Gotcha. I'm sorry to hear about the divorce. That's it's always I'm never happy to hear about stuff like even if if it's between a non-believer and a believer, whatever it is, you come together for a reason. You know what I mean? So it's I'll
And I
always
was
hate
a
to hear that.
Christian at the time, but yeah, no, I get it. It's like whenever I hear anyone get divorced, it's like I want to say sorry, but then at the same time, it's usually probably for the better if you're deciding to get divorced, so that it's like you don't know what to say.
Yeah. Sometimes
But
it's for the better. But when it comes to the cookout, I'm gauging on when it's gonna happen because the third week of March is Juneteenth, right? So it'll be great if it was Juneteenth, but people have commitments going on for Juneteenth in their states. And also that Father's Day is that Saturday. I'm not gonna take anybody away from their kids.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm thinking second week or fourth week will probably work out better.
Fourth week would be better for me.
Well, it would be better for you. All right, cool. So second week and fourth week, I'm gonna try to go ahead and work that out and let everybody know when it's gonna be. End of June will be great, as a matter of fact. You know what I mean? Because you can do that, and then you could go back home and have 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be great. So if you can make it, that would definitely be amazing. You know what I'm saying? So what I plan to do as well is that in 2027, there's people who live in the West Coast, people who live in up north, like in
that would be me. But come here first. No.
Exactly. So what I was thinking of doing, right, was like in 2027, if we can possibly do one in either Philly or New York, because New York has the Labor Day parade. You know what I'm saying? Now the Labor Day parade is Caribbean people. I'm always out there for the floats and everything like that. But if you're not Caribbean, that doesn't matter. You can still come out to Labor Day parade. It'll still be dope. You know what I'm saying? So the Labor Day parade is something I've always wanted to take people who are like not really in the Caribbean culture. I've always wanted to take people who are not Caribbean to the parade because just to see it and experience that, you know what I mean? Because it's the closest you'll ever get to Carnival that happens down in Trinidad and Jamaica and Haiti. You know what I mean? So that's closest that you'll get. So definitely, if we could do the Labor Day cookout up in New York in 2027, that'll be amazing. But it'll be up to the up north people. You know what I mean? Definitely join the Discord in the bio. You'll see that I have one set up for 2027 and out west, 2027 up north, and 2027 down south. Next in 2027 for that cookout for down south, I might do it. It'll be in between either Georgia or Texas. It'll be one of those.
I do want to put in a shameless plug for like,
sure,
because things keep happening on the East Coast. Like, because even Florida is kind of East Coast. And then, if you're talking about Northern East Coast, it's still East Coast. And there's a lot of us on the West Coast. So there was another event. I don't know, Sebastian Cole and Thinker and all them. They did a meetup, and it was also in Miami. And so it's like stuff keeps happening to be on that side. So it'd be nice to have something
for
on
the
the
West
West
Coast.
Coast.
Yes,
Like,
and the
sooner
thing
than
is,
later.
and the thing is for Bash and Thinker, I didn't even know they was doing one in Miami. That's my city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could have gone
We were
down
right
there
next
and
door.
exactly. I wanted to go. I could have gone down there and get them some sissy ball and get them some Chef Creole and you know what I mean, get them some Randy's. Yeah, you feel me saying? I could have taken them out to Cheetahs and Tootsies and G5 and The Office and Playhouse and Foxy Lady. Yeah, these are all strip clubs. I got these.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I could have took Bash. You know, I mean, me and Bash could have gone to Foxy Lady. We could have gone to Cheetahs. We could have gone to.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. But definitely. Bar, you kind of been quiet for a little bit. I know you still there, Bar. You still there?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just enjoying listening to everybody get a piece and speak on it, man. I'm excited, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited. I'm
I'm
excited. I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm very excited. I'm very excited, and I'm definitely for all you guys. I'm gonna inbox you all soon because I want to do an atheist testimonials with y'all. It's gonna be Bar first, you know what I mean? Because he said get him on there. So
I'm ready. It'll be an honor. I'm ready. I'm locked in.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm getting my sermon together.
We gotta
get my
do that.
sermon on the mount together. I'm ready, man. It'd be an honor to get on there, man. People ask me to come on their show sometime, and it don't be. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. It don't be black atheists like that. It be other shit, and I do it, but it's like, man, it'd be an honor to get on there for real.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
real, bro.
Like I said, when I first started my deconstruction journey, I think you were the first black atheist I followed because I just typed in black atheist and you were the first one to come up, black atheist rants. I said, okay, let me follow this. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely, man. Like I definitely want to get more of us to like a central platform to interview. Mother Prep, I definitely want to get you for an interview as well. Same as you Save the Trees and Yang and Cherry in my comments. I'll definitely get you all organized an interview with you guys because I want to get back to doing atheist testimonies. There's got to be more of us out there doing these and showing people that yes, we exist and that we're normal people. Because whenever I tell people I don't believe, you don't know how much black people look at me like I got two heads. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Well, because it's like we have this culture that like polices itself, and I think it's come from descendants of slavery. It's like we've always been policed, and now the shackles have been taken off, and there's no more overseer. We're now the overseer of ourselves, and we don't like when you think about Black culture, like we have so many different ways that you have to be, whereas other cultures, they kind of allow them some bit of freedom. Whereas with us, it's like your shoes better be right, your hair better be right, your, this and that. It's like there's more like push for conformity in a way that's like a policing thing, like where it can almost be like aggressive. And so like like having the audacity to speak out vocally about it, it's like, wait a minute, like you get the craziest pushback. It's like, oh no, you have to believe in something. It's like, no, you don't. Like we have all these conditions of like where it's an oppressive nature. And it's like, why do you have to believe in something? Like, why are we not even like wanting to just be grown folks? Like why are we saying what some other grown person has to do about their own thoughts? It's like that liberating idea is so different. It's like a controversial taboo thing for Black people in general. Like they don't understand that they are still oppressed and enslaved with this, like, oh, we have to do something. It's like we absolutely don't have to do anything. Stay Black and die.
Exactly. Stay Black and die. Exactly. Absolutely. We don't have to do anything. Search Within. How's it going? Are you a Black atheist and are you coming to the Cookout?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I just say yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so it's going down next year, 2026, in Central Florida. If you cannot make it to that one, I do understand. We have more planned out and for 2027 for regions in your area. If you're out on the West Coast, I'll plan one for there. If you have one, if you're up in north, like in the north, like Chicago or Ohio or New York or Philly, we'll have one for up there as well. But for next year, 2026 in June, either second or fourth week, it will go down in Central Florida, and I hope you can come join the Discord in our bio. All right, Search Within. Let me ask you another question. Let me ask you a question now. I'm definitely gonna get you for atheist testimonials, but give us like a small rundown on how you came to non-belief, or were you always a non-believer?
I was like brought up like a lot of Black people brought up in a Christian household, but like when I started asking certain questions, abuse came after. So I was like, oh shit, that don't feel right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I don't feel God-like at all.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't. Like
Christ compels you.
Yeah, ain't no type of love like the Christian hate.
Yeah, man, there's no hate like Christian love, boy. I tell you, because let me tell you, I've heard from Christians that I am polluted, that I am, the snake in the grass, that they're not gonna they're not gonna cast their pearls at my swine. Boy, let me tell you, one thing that I've said about Christians, right? Because this is what something that I said about New Yorkers. They said that New Yorkers are not nice, but they're kind. You know what I'm saying? And I get what they mean by that, because New Yorkers are not gonna talk to you in a very nice way, but you know what I mean, they'll help you pick some shit up if you drop it. You see what I'm saying? They're kind people. One thing I said about Christians is that they're nice nasty. You know, those people who would say very, very dehumanizing, cruel things, but they say it in such a nice inflecting voice. They'll be like, wow, you
fake.
Yeah, exactly. It's fake, really fake. One of those, wow, you have trouble tying your shoes, don't you? You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that.
Their passive aggressiveness is like top tier. I ain't gonna hold you. They got that on lock.
Exactly. Top tier. And you know what annoys me the most? It's like, you know, you're antagonizing the person, and then when we get upset, they're like, oh, atheists are so angry. You're angry at God. It's just gaslighting. You see what I'm saying? It's they gaslight us and they gaslight themselves essentially when they do that. And exactly, backhanded compliments, and how purposely said the niceness is toxic. You know what I mean? Like toxic niceness. I really hate that about Christianity. Nice, nasty. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they realize that, because the person who called me polluted, I was like, do you realize how much you dehumanize me right now? And he was like, oh, I didn't dehumanize anything. I had to point something out to him. I said, bro, would you drink a cup of water that's polluted? And he said, no, of course not. And he said, yeah, why not? Because it's gonna kill you, right? You just called me that. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize that they're being dehumanizing. But yeah, Search Within, I definitely would need to get you on an atheist testimonial as well. Follow me. I do have definitely. I have a YouTube channel as well, and join the Discord. And if you can make it down there to next year, definitely make it with us, man. As far as
I just want to say this one thing.
Yeah, sure.
I want to say this one thing before. One of the questions I asked that like opened my eyes, and I was like a kid. I just asked my pastor. I said, "So Jesus ain't think about like having a journal entry? Like he didn't have to dive. He didn't want to just be like, today on whatever day I felt this way. He didn't. He all knowing. He saw this was going to be a problem. He was like, nah, they got it. Like kind of weird." That's fine. It was over after that.
No, that's facts, bro. Jesus didn't think about having a journal entry at all. Like, hey, he was like, no, they got it. Yeah.
One thought. Jesus wept something. I wept today.
Like he could have just did it like we was kids. He was here, like anything.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. He could have gone to a tree and just put, JC in a tree or something like that. JC was here. You know what I mean? Or just put an X, you know what I'm saying? And like he didn't think of none of this. He didn't think of maybe I should go to one of the educated Greeks in my area and say, this is what I'm saying to the because Greece was right there. Like he could have gone to the educated Greeks. You know what I'm saying? He could have gone to one of the Romans. Luke was apparently a doctor, so Luke was educated. Luke could have wrote it down, but we know Luke didn't write shit. It didn't come years until after. You know what I'm saying? So like he
I was like, I'm 9 years old. I got a journal. I ain't better than Jesus, right? Yeah, that was it. I got kicked out the church. that was it. The other one was I asked my mom at the time. I was like 11. I said, "What's the purpose of life?" To praise God. I said, "Okay, so like we're the closest to God when we die, right?" Yeah. And majority of people on this planet are Christians, right? Yeah. Kind of sound like we served our purpose. I don't understand what we still doing here. He said, "Don't you ever say anything so stupid like that again." Well, wait a minute. wait a minute. I'm trying to make sense. This don't make sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think the thing that well, two things got me kicked out from, at least almost kicked out from Sunday school. The first one, when I asked where did Cain's wife come from. Yeah, where did Cain's wife come from? Because you know Adam and Eve, had Cain and Abel. You know, Cain killed Abel. So I asked, okay, so where did and then he said Cain went into the land of Nod and took a wife or whatever. So I said, where did Cain's wife come from? And they said, oh, back then the DNA was pure, so they had to do it with their siblings, their sisters. And I'm like, I'm like,
they
so
said that to you?
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, ew, you telling me God couldn't come up with another way? God's kind of dumb, ain't he?
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah, they got me kicked out. I got in trouble at home for that. And my parents is old school Zoes, so yeah, you already know I got.
Oh shit! It's a miracle that you still breathing today. That's crazy.
Yeah, but it did ask about Noah's Ark, and I was I was like,
are they very strict in the Haitian community when it comes to Christianity?
Yeah,
parents.
Yeah. My dad,
So
like when I was moving out my house, right, to move for me and my fiance to move in, my dad like wanted to give me the last man to man talk, and he was like, your sisters told me that you don't believe in anymore, things like that, and he was like, as a Haitian man, you cannot be Haitian and not be Christian. That doesn't make sense. This is part of our culture. And I'm like, Pop, you do know that our ancestors, they didn't invoke Christianity for the revolution. You know what I mean? Like, you know that, right? It's like you should know that. You're the one who taught me that. You know what I mean? You're the one who gave me the cartoon for B.A.A.S.H. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know how
it was thanks to voodooism.
So they
thanks to
really,
voodoo.
That's true. I didn't know that. I mean, I know, I've always had like a sense of pride for Haiti just being like the one group that got away or, that liberated themselves from the, enslavers. But I didn't know that they like just. So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Oh yeah. During the Haitian Revolution, Bois was basically a ceremony, or that's what's called the event. The event is called Bois. It was a ceremony to invoke the old African gods. Essentially, they evoked Urzuli, which is the goddess of love. They invoked Ogun, which is the warrior god. They invoke Shango, which is the sky god, essentially.
Shango heavy.
Heavy. So they invoke those spirits, and Dutty Boukma, who's actually from Jamaica, he said that we need to keep our traditions, and he prophesies that if we keep our African traditions, we will defeat the colonizer. And that's exactly what happened. I'll always bring that up in my debates. The reason I love bringing it up in my debates is because they always say that Jesus fulfilled prophecies or whatever, and I always say, if that's true, Bois also fulfilled the prophecy from Dutty Boukma. Doesn't that make voodoo true? And they'll always say no or anything like that. And I'm like, if that doesn't make voodoo true, why would Jesus half fulfilling prophecies or even not fulfilling them at all be true as well? You know what I'm saying? You would have to take my prophecy if I'm going to take your prophecy. You see what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm just curious to know, like, how did it go from that being like the foundation of the revolution, and then now they're free, to now it's still so like back to colonial religions.
Two things. In the 1920s, the United States invaded Haiti, right? When they invaded Haiti, of course, it's 1920s, is white Marines, a black country. You already know.
Right.
So Haiti actually does have white people, and it has mixed people, mulattoes. The white folks and the mulattoes tend to live up in the mountains. You see what I'm saying? And they tend to have a lot of the share of the wealth. You see what I'm saying? Because of course they do. Now in the early 20th century, Haiti was reforming its economy in order to make it more equal for the mixed and white people not to have all the money. You see what I'm saying? And we actually were paying France back all the money. As a matter of fact, we almost paid them back. We had a lot of Germans coming to Haiti and intermingling with the people. Now, when it was men who were coming over, it was all good and well, right? But then German women started going to Haiti. You already know that that starts a problem. You see what I'm saying? So German women were going to Haiti because Haiti didn't have miscegenation laws. It wasn't against the law to mix race down there, right? So of course, so of course these white folks saw beautiful skinned black people and decided to intermingle and marry with them. The United States became basically concerned not only of the race mixing, but also that Haiti's economic influence would go more towards Western Europe than it would the United States. You see what I'm saying? And all of the business ventures that they had down there would, like, Haiti wouldn't basically go on with it. Not only that, Haiti was going to nationalize a lot of their resources like cocoa, sugar, et cetera, that would ruin, basically, that would cause competition with Chiquita Bananas. Chiquita Bananas was an American company, which is where the term Banana Republic came from. So, Chiquita Bananas was concerned that Haiti's, not just Haiti, but also Venezuela, Jamaica, much of South America, they were afraid that those fruit businesses, especially the government nationalizing those fruit businesses, would be competition.
Take over their business.
Take over their business, exactly. So the businesses up in America, the sugar business, cotton, fruits, they encourage America to invade all of these countries, and Haiti was one of them. So Haiti got invaded in 1920. Of course, what they did was they rewrote the Constitution to let foreigners own land, because before then, you can only be a black person. Only black people in Haiti were allowed to own land. If you were a black person and you immigrated to Haiti, then you can own land. That's how it was down in Haiti.
Imagine
right?
that.
Exactly. So that's how it was down in Haiti. It got changed when America invaded. Now foreigners can own land. So of course, American businesses started buying up land. They then changed the education system to they changed the education system to focus more on grunt work. You know what I mean? Like low skill work, essentially. So that's what they changed the education system to, instead of like liberal arts. They changed it to grunt work. But then Haiti had no issue with voodoo back then. But when America invaded, they outlawed voodoo, like, completely. You know what I'm saying? They outlawed it. You know what I'm saying? So they put in a new puppet government in there, outlawed voodoo, and did all this other stuff. And the puppet government was of course white people and mulattoes who lived up who saw themselves as French, not as actually Haitian. You see what I'm saying? So when that happened, of course the wealth got concentrated. Now, the second event that happened was that when America eventually left, Jean-Claude Duvalier became the president. Now, Duvalier, he was a black nationalist. He was also a capitalist, which is kind of crazy, but he was a black nationalist, and he put in the ideology called Noirism. Noirism is basically means blackism. Basically, everything that's black, you do, right? The issue with Jean-Claude Duvalier is that he reinstituted voodoo as legal, and he was actually a voodoo practitioner. The problem is that he used voodoo in a negative way. He didn't use it positively. He used it very negatively. So he,
like, for curses and stuff or whatever.
Exactly. And there were rumors of cannibalism, but that's just those are just rumors. But his dictatorship became synonymous with voodoo, And because he was such a brutal dictator, because so many people died under his regime, voodoo became a negative aspect in people's minds ever since then. You know what I'm saying? So it was those two events. One was America spreading the propaganda that voodoo is evil and dark and eating cats,
and then him actually doing it,
and then him being a brutal dictator solidified that in their mind that voodoo is evil and negative. You know what I'm saying? But if you talk to voodoo practitioners, just like my grandmother, it's not that negative. Although you can curse people, you can curse people, which is what my grandma did all the time, because my grandma has, sisters and cousins who were murdered, and yeah, she would curse people. If like I was never bullied in school, and the reason I was never bullied because people knew that my grandma did voodoo, and they were like, okay, if we try to bully him, yeah, his grandma gonna curse
No,
us.
that's just so fascinating because, like, I grew up, I'm American, descended of slavery, and a lot of Black people here, it's like, it's strong Christian roots. I would say I grew up Christian, but it wasn't like super extreme intense. Like, my grandparents believed in moderation, like everything in moderation. My grandfather specifically did not tithe because he felt that, why are we giving them our money? Like, this money we worked hard for, like, so even, we weren't like trapped in church all week. It's like we went to church on Sunday and then we did whatever else we wanted to do. We listened to secular music, movies. We had a life outside of church, and it was never like we were shamed for doing things that weren't always, considered godly or whatever. And the closest I ever remember my grandmother being to like having any kind of spiritual, because we would pray, we would, before dinner or whatever, but it wasn't like it was beat into us. The only thing I ever encountered my grandmother having any kind of like supernatural conviction, I remember she was telling me about my menstrual. She was like, now you better make sure that you hide this because they could put roots on you. And like, that was the only thing. And I was like, oh, like, because I just was not a I never believed in really anything supernatural, but that was the only time I ever encountered someone in my family having any kind of like supernatural belief. And it was not Christianity, but it was like, roots.
Yeah.
My grandmother's from Louisiana. And so, I was like, oh, and that struck me as like, wow. And so like to this day, I wish I would have like dug deeper, but I just remember thinking to myself, my grandmother believes that, or is there something to that? But then it was also like, she's never had any like strong convictions about like Christian beliefs like that to like pull me aside and tell me something like that. So it's just always fascinates me.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then like what got me so interested in Haiti is I went on the Black Paris tour in Paris. This lady goes over the whole like Black influence, like big Black figures in Paris, and she talks about um, General Thomas Alexander Dumas, and the whole, Black count. And that's always just fascinating me. So when you said that they had, they didn't have the, um, what did you call it, where you're mixing races? Like,
Miscegenation.
Yeah, like he was brought up like a general, like he was like Napoleon was jealous of him, So I mean that whole story is just fascinating. But thank you for letting me know that, because I always wondered how did they go from this group to now where they're so like still
Yeah.
pushing Christianity, while what they did from the African roots is what kind of like fostered in their revolution. And so that now makes a lot of sense for me. So thanks.
Exactly. It's all just propaganda, and unfortunately a dictator who just kind of solidified in their minds that it's evil. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of re-education going on right now. The youth right now in Haiti are more leaning more towards, they're realizing that the church has been here for years and years and years, and we've been praying for hundreds of years, but Haiti hasn't changed. So you'll see a lot of the youth in Haiti, especially like the rappers, they're like more like putting on the face paint and going more back to the, their African roots. Yeah, I was saying, especially a rapper called Rudy Rude Boy. He's not Rudy Rude Boy, Trouble Boy. Yeah, Trouble Boy is a Haitian rapper, right? He's and basically almost all his videos, he has like the face paint, he has like the wicks, You know what I mean? To going back to our roots, because he's like, yo, this is our roots. This is what we always done. And the church hasn't helped us at all. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second, mother. Prep and search within. We have purposely peculiar up here. Peculiar, how's it going? Are you a black atheist, and will you be able to make it to the cookout?
Hi. No, I'm not an atheist. I'm a skeptic.
Oh, you're a skeptic. Oh, that's fine. That's cool. Now the cookout is going down next year, 2026, in Central Florida. Would you be able to make that one?
I'm not sure. I got kids, so.
Yeah, you got children. That's what I always say. I'm not gonna take people away from their kids. You know what I mean? So if you can't make that one, we definitely have others that's gonna go on in 2027. You're out west, up north, or down south?
I'm in Oregon.
In Oregon. Oh, okay. So you're in the West Coast. Oh yeah. So definitely join the link in the bio, because we do have people out in the West Coast. There's a lot of people in the West Coast, as a matter of fact, who are black non-believers or skeptics, like yourself. And definitely join, and we could definitely talk about it more. I think Yang had to go. Peace out, Yang. I think you had to go, but yeah, definitely join, and we could definitely talk about it more. Now you said that you're a skeptic for now, so you're not you don't necessarily don't not believe anymore, but like you're more of, it's deconstructing. Is that what you said you were?
Oh yeah, I'm deconstructing where I most definitely don't believe in the Bible and anything religious for sure.
Oh yeah, man. That's where we're as well now. So definitely, you're definitely in the right community. And I know that being a black person who's skeptical about that type of stuff can be very, very isolating, because our community is like, what, 90%? You either got to be some sort of Christian or Muslim. So
yeah, because I grew up Christian. I ain't Christian no more though.
yeah, exactly. So it can be very, very isolating. So I'll tell you what, yeah, definitely join us, definitely join the community. And we'll definitely talk to you more about deconstructing. Follow Bar. Bar does great content out well, great lives. Bar's lives are all about, black people should not be Christian, Muslim, or black Hebrew Israelite.
We go for the jugular. I don't want to play with them.
You see, I'll be approaching it a little nicer. I'd be like, why should I be Christian, Muslim, or black Hebrew Israelites? Black atheists are to say, nah, we just shouldn't be. I'm not asking why we should. We just shouldn't be.
Right.
And both are valid. Both are valid. We need people saying, we need people asking why, and we need people saying why we shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly.
Them motherfuckers is Power Rangers, bro. I'm like, God damn, they got it.
Yo, you know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that? Like I went down to Miami the other day, and I saw them in Little Haiti once again on that same corner. Like I grew up in an area of Miami where there's a lot of Haitians, right? And the black Hebrew Israelites used to be there at the corner of the old Haitian Catholic Church, right on the corner, with their, pamphlets and stuff like that, just yelling at the church, yelling at old ladies passing by, going to the compa festival, talking about, voodoo and this compa music is why Haiti doesn't change. And people just be passing by them like, man, shut up, eat some guillo, and they're throwing it at them. Yeah, man, because they are extremely annoying. The Black Hebrew Power Rangers, very annoying.
That shit is like a different variation of self-hatred, and it's crazy because they really think they put it on for their people. I'm like, dog, you said Hamites come from Africa, right? Yeah, I don't need to talk to you. No, I'm not having this. No, I'm not wasting my time.
I'm not wasting my time, man. It's a complete and total waste of time talking to them, because we've tried. Listen, I've had Hebrew Israelites on my panels before. We've tried. Have you gotten any yet, Bar, on yours?
Well, I get them sometime, but see, I just take them through the history, and they leave, because I don't entertain the Bible. Like when I talk to people, now I will say this. I enjoy listening to people who can entertain the Bible, but when I have we're not quoting scripture. We going strictly off anthropology, archaeology, history. Yeah, I'm not entertaining Adam and Eve and Moses and shit. No. And when you take them through history, it's over with. 30 seconds. how can we be the Israelites if we was in West Africa before the Israelites came up out of Canaan? You got to throw that out off rip. Off rip. We gone. So they leave after that. That's my one liner, and they gone.
Exactly. And you know what's crazy is that we can verify that there were West Africans in the Noc civilization and the Dahomey kingdoms. They were there way before Abraham was even born. They're in like the 1st century BCE, way before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we were already there, y'all. We don't have to be this Israelite thingy. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna be Jewish, fine. Just be a black version of Jewish. Look at the NOI. Look at the Nation of Islam. They're a black version of Muslim. So just be a black version of Jewish if you want to be Jewish so bad. It's just so crazy. Yeah, I mean, just call yourself, G-Brews or something like that. I don't know.
Things not be who you are.
G-Brews is crazy.
Yeah, exactly, man. Be like,
I see the
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying I see the Black Hebrew Israelites as like the Christian answer to like or the Christian equivalent to what Nation of Islam is to Muslim or Islam. It's like just another extreme, like pro-black. I think it's a trauma response though, but so I mean, it's like I get it, but they just take it too far with all of the mythology that they now created to make themselves superior for, in response to years of oppression. And it's just unfortunate. It's like you still don't have to
Looking
make
like
shit
the
up.
Namekian Omegas. I'm out.
Namekians is so crazy.
Namekians is crazy. That is what, yo.
Them boys need to do a fusion dance.
Taharka, bro. Come on, bro. That's crazy. But nah, could y'all imagine, real shit, could you imagine if like 2 million YT people just come up and say, yeah, we the original Africans. We was here first. All this shit y'all doing, this our culture that came out of, you'd be like, first of all, there's no evidence that y'all was ever over there. It's not. It ain't no European names, ain't no Greek names, ain't no Greek language, ain't no Greek culture down there. So you gotta throw that out. And if we reverse it, it's the same thing for the Black Hebrew Israelites.
I ain't gonna hold you. In that white example, it's ain't too much different from the Manifest Destiny, because they make up anything just be like, it's mine now.
They use it's called the doctrine of discovery, where all the white Christians basically said, any land where it ain't no Christians at, that's our shit now. We coming to get that.
That's crazy.
I need that. Go get it.
That's Debo shit.
Yeah,
come on,
exactly.
Man.
That's what
man, the Pope. Listen,
but go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the Pope is a motherfucker. He told them folks, go into Africa, enslave all them motherfuckers. I need them all. Off rip. Handle that.
I need them all. I just love the way black people describe shit, bro.
Gotta catch them all. He said, I need that. He said, go in and enslave all of them. That's literally what he said. Reduce them all to perpetual slavery. That's what the Pope told the Europeans.
He did. He really did. I just love the way black people describe shit. Like he said, go ahead, good arm. I need all that. No, bro, that's facts though. That's true. That's exactly what he said. Like, go catch them all. I need all that. Yeah, I mean, this is all my shit now. we taking this shit. That's exactly what happened with Zionism, but we're not gonna get into that before they come over here and end this live. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean. Oh, Peculiar had to drop. No problem, Peculiar. Definitely link up with me. I'm gonna inbox you. Join the Discord in the bio. And we'll definitely talk more because I want to get interview from you as well. All right, guys, we're at the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna go ahead and I need to get out of here. Gonna got something to eat and chill with wifey tonight. I know.
Family time. I'm with you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, bro. For real.
Hey, likewise, I appreciate what you're doing, man. Real talk, yo. Your ancestors are proud, man.
No problem. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all being here. Definitely am. I may run this tomorrow. Let me see what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Give me a second, y'all. Let's see what I can do tomorrow. Let me hide this. Let me
Namekian
That
Omegas is the one I'm about to be using. That's fucking hilarious.
yeah,
I'm definitely taking that.
I'm definitely taking the Namekians because I used to call them the Hebrew Power Rangers, but I'm definitely taking Namekians. That one's good. All right, so I'm gonna be probably running this on Tuesday or tomorrow because I like this topic. Why should I be Christian? Because I've been seeing a lot of lives lately of why aren't you Christian? So this is gonna be a response to that. Why should I be? Yeah, why should I be Christian? I think I'm gonna do this one tomorrow. But as far as the Black Atheists and Humanist Skeptics cookout, yeah, guys, it's definitely going down. And I think I should. Dang it! Give me a second. Where is it? Is it this one? There it is. Yeah. So Black Atheist Skeptics and Humanists Cookout 2026 in Florida of next year. Everyone come through. I definitely want to interview all of you. Barry's gonna be first, of course. Then I'll get to Cherry, Save the Tree, Search Within, Mother Prep, and Peculiar. I'm gonna get to you, and Tahara. I'm gonna get to you as well. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna interview all the Black Atheists. Let's get a platform going, a central community for us, just for fellowship. Y'all make sure to join the Discord in the bio, all right? So we could talk more, all right, yo?
That's a bet. I also own a media company, so if you need visuals with that, bro, just let me know.
Oh hell, you see, Bar was saying this in the beginning of the live. He said it all takes one. That's all it takes is one. Yeah, I mean, so definitely, man, I would appreciate that. I would appreciate that help, and yeah, man, we could link up and keep talking more. Definitely.
And real quick, just want to put in everybody's head what's your plans for when TikTok goes down in the US. They're talking about starting in September. So I want to make sure we stay connected and have some platform like what we're doing right now where we can just talk to each other.
There is Neptune. Neptune is an app for right now. And of course, I'm always on YouTube, and there's the Discords as well. I know Christina has a Discord. Right. And I know Durante.
Yeah,
you're in hers, yeah. And Durante,
yeah,
gotcha. Oh, you're on Durante Lamar's Discord? Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually in his California group. We do weekly calls.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's dope.
That's dope. Send me Durante's Discord as well, because I definitely want to join that so I can communicate with them and let them know that this is going down soon. All right, so send me that.
Okay.
And yeah, if it goes down to September, TikTok, I mean, they've been pump faking it for months now, so I doubt it goes down. But if it does, we still have
well, they're talking about it's going to change into their new platform where they'll have access to your videos and different things like that. So I think people are going to pull away from it. I know I don't want them having my stuff.
Okay.
And I'm just not sure. With this administration, they're kind of on some fuck shit. So
yeah, exactly.
I want to make sure if I I might have to just shut it down like I did Twitter.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
I saw where they're saying like some lady was on there reading it. She was like, you ain't gonna be able to talk bad about politicians and they don't want you criticizing religion. I'm like, well, I'm off this motherfucker. That's my whole
right.
You know,
no, for real, because I'm noticing I'm getting a lot more Christian content in my news feed, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, why is I keep having to not interested in the same followers that I'm not interested. I'm like, why do I keep having to see this idiot or all these multiple idiots all the time? So I'm like, there's something happening.
There's definitely something happening. But yeah,
so I'll check out Neptune, man.
Exactly. So no matter what happens, I'm gonna have it on YouTube anyway. Yeah, I mean, I'll be up on YouTube, and we'll still be fighting a good fight. Yeah, I know how that goes. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I do appreciate y'all. Appreciate everyone who watched me over on YouTube. You guys are amazing. The Black Atheist Skeptics Humanist Cookout is going down next year in 2026. We're definitely gonna keep talking about it every single month or every week until that time. And I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night. All right. Peace.
Okay. Love you, man. Y'all take care. All right. Good night.
That's kind of concerning.